Welcome to TA Tech. So what you see here is a PC game, Apex Legends, playing on a mobile phone, which is something if I said only a few years back, no one would have believed me. Well, it all started in 2014 when OnLive decided to make a platform that lets you play PC games on your phone. Even though it was something very revolutionary for its time, it couldn't take off. This is due to technical limitations of the internet. But now we have 4 different platforms that provide the same premise with higher quality. So in this video, I'll be comparing these 4 platforms and recommending to you which one you should buy. Let's get started. So firstly, we're going to be talking about something really important to most consumers, which is price. The first service is Google Stadia, which is a service provided by Google. This service has the highest price on this list with £8.99 a month in the UK, which is a price some of you wouldn't want to go for. That's why there's other options. So the second service is vortex Xcloud Gaming, a service that's provided by Remote My App. This service is available for £1 a month less than Google Stadia. For sure, £7.99 a month is not a bad price. However, I suggest you see the full comparison before you make a decision. Okay, so the next one is quite complicated and you'll see what I mean throughout the video. So with this one, there are 2 plans that you could go for. You either go for the free one or you go for the pro one. See, the free one has very high limitations that we'll talk about later in the video. And the pro one is mostly sold out all the time since I discovered this app. As of now, I haven't been able to try the Founders Edition, so in this video I'll be comparing against the free one. So now let's go to the next app, which is the Xbox Cloud Gaming Service. This service is provided by Microsoft, which lets you play Xbox games on your phone. So as of now, this service is completely free and you can play on your phone without paying anything. All you need to do is take part in the beta program of Microsoft. It is worth noting that this service also lets you play your own Xbox as a server for remote play. So one important aspect of gaming in general is how easy it is to access your games, which is something I gotta say I found really difficult with NVIDIA Geforce Now, as it always gives you a queue of 50 people to access your games. So with Geforce Now out of the contest, I'll be comparing vortex Cloud Gaming, Xbox Streaming and Google Stadia in launching Destiny 2 to see which cloud gaming service is the best one in giving you access to your games. And this is really important in my opinion, because if a game takes too long to launch, you wouldn't feel like playing. And in that case, you'd be paying money and not really using the service that much. So what I'm measuring here, how fast it is for the app to get to the start screen of the game. So this includes the loading time of the game, as well as the time it takes you to open the app and find the game and run it. And as you can see from the video, Google Stadia is way ahead of Microsoft's cloud gaming service and vortex Cloud Gaming. It does succeed in running the game faster than the other 2, but I don't think they're lacking behind that much. I mean, this does not affect the gameplay that much, as they're not very far behind, but still, Stadia takes the win, and that's a win for Google. I mean, they've really done a great job with how user-friendly their platform is. Okay, so with this being out of the way, we need to talk about how well the games run on these platforms. This means we're going to see the graphics of Destiny 2 on each platform, as well as how the player moves inside the game. So now look at the video and try to make the differences for yourself. It's worth noting that NVIDIA Geforce Now is not in the comparison. This is because it was impossible for me to get in the game. In my opinion, the graphics is the same on Google Stadia and the Xbox streaming app. However, vortex Cloud Gaming is running the game on the highest settings on PC. But for some reason, it still doesn't look better than Google Stadia and the Xbox streaming app. This is because we're using a small screen, of course, and as well as the stream quality of vortex Cloud Gaming is not the best. And again, you see the same pattern repeating in the game smoothness and how the game runs. It is very clear that Xbox streaming app and Google Stadia run the game much smoother than vortex Cloud Gaming. This is because vortex Cloud Gaming is giving me only 30 frames per second and Google Stadia and Xbox Streaming are giving 60 frames per second. And the strange thing is, vortex Cloud Gaming gives you the ability to run the games on 60 frames per second, but it's giving me 30 frames per second even though I have 5G Wi-Fi on the highest speed. So I don't really know what the issue is. I played with the settings, I tried to change it to 60 frames per second, but it still gave me 30 frames per second every time I tried. So now, before we make a decision about which app to buy, let's talk about the gaming libraries that each app has. So vortex Cloud Gaming has a huge library of 178 games, which includes GTA 5 and Apex Legends. As for NVIDIA Geforce Now, we don't know exactly how many games there are in the library, but I can guarantee you there are more than 150 games in the library, including GTA 5, Destiny 2, and of course Apex Legends. And of course, what comes next is the Xbox streaming app with 75 games in its library. This includes AAA games such as Gears of War and Forza 5, and of course Halo, which of course leaves Stadia with only 30 games in its library that includes Red Dead Redemption in it. So now that I included all the facts about each app, I'll tell you my opinion about which app to get. Of course, firstly, downloading the Xbox streaming app is no brainer because the app is totally free right now and you don't even have to own the games to play them. However, even if all the apps were paid, I will still go with the Xbox streaming app because it has this feature of running your own Xbox on the streaming app. This of course puts Stadia in the second position because it has less games than the Xbox streaming app, but I will still go for it because the experience is really smooth and there is of course Red Dead Redemption on it. And it's needless to say that Vertex Cloud Gaming is still worth buying because of the huge library of games that it has. I mean, 178 games is a huge library, has the most games out of all the apps, so it's still worth buying. As of the Geforce Now, I mean, I tried the free version, I couldn't get to the paid version, and the free version was awful for me. I couldn't try any game, the queues were always so long, I didn't have time to wait. So I'll compare it again when I get the full version to be fair, but as of now, I don't really recommend the free version. I mean, it's really useless. They give you 1 hour of gaming and the queue is very long. Okay, so tell me, what is your favorite cloud gaming service out of these 4? Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll make sure to reply to all of them. As for now, we reached the end of this video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe, and peace.